So, a question that often comes up is around the idea of giving away advice. And a lot of architects think that if I give away advice or design ideas, then that'll help me win projects. So, I'll tell you a little story, true story, and I think it relates to anyone who's an architect, and you'll relate to it. And that is a few years ago, like must have been probably about 10, and I was doing marketing services, and it wasn't just to architects, it was to anyone selling professional services. And I did a little experiment. I thought I'll do a free 1 hour marketing session, and it went really well. I got about I think I got six people say, yeah, I'll do a free marketing session with you. And so I'd sit down and I'd get them on the phone, or on the, I think it was probably the phone, and go through and give them a marketing session. And they all went really well. So the first one would go, they'd finish the marketing session, and I'd be getting to the end thinking, right, do you want to hire me? And they would, and this happened every single time, they would go, oh man, I've got so many ideas. This has been an excellent marketing session. Thank you so much. I've taken so many pages of notes here in the last hour. I'm going to go away and I'm going to put these ideas, I'm going to work on these ideas. And when I finish these, I'm going to come back and I want to work with you. And when I heard that the first time, I thought, when I heard it the second time, I thought, you absolute fool. There's a difference between giving great advice. Sometimes, now this is the interesting thing. Sometimes I've also sold mental skills training. So mental skills training is kind of like sports psychology for sales teams. And I had no issue telling the sales manager or the owner of the company who was buying the training, I'd tell them everything. I'd tell them what I did, how I did it. I'd give them examples, fantastic. And they all bought, right? The difference is when it comes to mental skills and marketing, or mental skills and architecture, is that when someone hears design ideas or someone hears marketing ideas, they think they can do it. They think they've got the idea. The cat's out of the bag, the genie's out of the bottle, and they think they can do it. And so therefore, what you've just given them, they think is enough. Now, the difference is when I was selling the mental skills training, they liked it, they knew it was good, but they didn't think that they could take that information away and go and apply it themselves with their team. So that's the difference. Now, unfortunately, whether it's true or not, but when you give out design ideas, the clients, as soon as they hear it, they kind of think it was their idea anyway. And even if they don't think it's their idea, they understand it and they think, that's it. What do I need to pay you for? I've already got so many good ideas. I can go away and take these ideas and use them, and they can give them to a builder or an architectural drafts person or do it themselves. They think they can, and that's the problem. They think they can. And your problem is, they can't, but your problem is they think they can. So, design ideas, advice is something which needs to be sold. You do have to, selling advice is not always easy. You have to have a system or a process. We teach the LCC method, which is the system for selling advice. You can get access to that. I'll put a link below if you want to learn how to get trained to sell advice properly. But it's certainly the way to go, because many of you, not only are you not getting paid for your advice and design ideas, not only that, but you're actually losing projects because you're not turning them into a client, because you're not selling your design ideas and advice. So I guess my final thought on the matter is, if you're still giving away design ideas, sketches, problem solving, answers to questions which are keeping people stuck and stopping them from moving forward, is only really, I've got 3 things to say. Stop, stop, stop. Don't give away free advice anymore. That's all I've got to say on that matter.